Types of occupations. Meet Hamza, a self-employed vegetable vendor. Pranati, a domestic help. Varsha, a garment worker. And Michael, a bank employee. Each of them has a different occupation that enables them to earn their livelihood. On the basis of the nature of the activities performed, occupations are broadly divided into primary occupation, secondary occupation, and tertiary occupation. Primary occupations include all basic production activities that are related to land. Secondary occupations include activities that transform raw materials into finished goods or products in a factory. Tertiary occupations include all activities related to services. These occupations can further be classified into the organized sector and the unorganized sector. In an organized sector, the terms of employment are clearly stated along with the salary. Benefits are given to the workers and they cannot be asked to leave without notice. In the unorganized sector, the terms of employment are not stated along with the salary. Benefits are not assured and the workers can be asked to leave at the employer's will. They do not have any protection in case of losing jobs, and their wages may be cut if they are unable to show up for work. Thus, the unorganized sector is not protected as the organized sector is. Let us understand these sectors better by looking into Hamza, Pranati, Varsha, and Michael's typical day at work. Hamza's day starts very early in the morning by going to the mandi to buy his share of produce for the day. Then he goes to sell this produce. He earns just enough for a day's meal, so there's very little that he saves. On days when he is unable to sell his produce, he goes to bed hungry. Hamza does not make enough profit in the summers, whereas winters and monsoons are profit-making seasons. Now, let's look at Pranati's day at work. Pranati stays in a rented house in a slum. She works as a domestic help in 4 houses. There, she washes clothes and utensils and cleans the houses. She has to keep working tirelessly and depends on the goodness of her employer for a salary raise. Pranati manages to save a decent amount of money every month. She also has a fixed account in the bank. Unlike herself, Pranati wants her children to have a better future with secured jobs, so she ensures that they get a good education. Now, let's look at Varsha's day at work. Varsha's life revolves around the sewing machine. She is a daily wage worker. Varsha has developed joint pains and respiratory problems because the workspace is very cramped. Sometimes when there are not enough orders, her employer reduces the number of staff members to cut down on the costs. Because of this, Varsha constantly fears the loss of her job. However, she has no choice but to continue with this job. Now, let's look at Michael's day at work. Michael is a loan officer in a bank and is very pleased with his job. He has a permanent job and earns a good salary. His working hours are fixed and he gets paid leaves. In addition to this, he also gets some benefits like leave travel allowance, medical allowance, and insurance. Even when he retires, he will continue to get a regular pay in the form of pension to spend his retired life comfortably. This shows that the jobs in the organized sector have many benefits. They provide job security, are well-paying, and come with various benefits as compared to the unorganized sector, where there is no job security and no benefits.